Hello sim captains and crew, and welcome to today's video. We're going to go over a cold and dark start procedure, as well as how to program and operate the FMC in the X-Crafts ERJ family, as this has been a new release, and we've put out a couple more videos on the channel which we'll link throughout this video as well. Welcome aboard. As we sit here on the ramp at Indianapolis, today's flight's going to be simulated down to Bush Houston International Airport in Texas. While we're sitting here, we're just going to access the menus, and we'll go ahead and get rid of our remove before flight tags. You can also open and close the doors. If any of you have seen our other videos, you're well aware of that, as well as the ability to resize and move the ground menu here as well. We'll just kind of shrink that back down, get that out of the way for now. We'll go ahead and jump in the flight deck here, and we'll continue with our procedure. One of the first things, according to the checklist, has an internal safety inspection, which you can actually see here. A lot of the items are just checked and make sure that the outgoing crew has left them configured in the proper settings. Most of what we're going to focus on this page is really just going to be the emergency light, that it's armed. So we'll put that in the center position here. We'll check our flaps just to verify that they are in fact up, which they are. A parking brake is set, which is right here. Speed brakes are closed. So I'm going to gloss over this. We're going to move next to our power up. And I'll go ahead and hide this out of the way, and I'll read from a hard copy version that I have printed off here in my lap. As we move through the power up procedure, the batteries will be set to auto. That will get aircraft initially powered up. Avionics Master 1 or 2. Pardon me while I silence that. Avionics Master 1 or 2 on, so we'll select 1. And you'll see that we get some initialization here. Battery voltage check. We go to our electrical systems. Battery voltage. Actually, I forgot this aircraft does have pop outs, so we'll do that. Battery voltage 23.9 on there. That is satisfactory. We'll click in the middle to close that. GPU voltage if available. It is available. We will go ahead and connect it. Actually, I access that through the side menu over here. Connect that up. Close this. GPU sitting right outside our window here. GPU available, we'll click that on. As we are programming the FMC or FMS, I am going to show that to you, and I do not want to use excess fuel, as the Houston is at the range with today's weather conditions. It's at the maximum range. Next we have fuel pump power, tank 2 as required. Not sure what that's supposed to be, so we'll go ahead and click it on. Cross feed's closed, so we shouldn't be getting any left to right movement on the fuel. Oh, here we go. Left to right, that's you. So we'll leave that there. Navigation light is on. Let's do that. Fire extinguisher panel checked. APU as required. At this time, we're going to go ahead and leave that off. Avionics Master 1 and 2 on. bleed on. Ours is currently not running, so we'll wait till close to pushback for that. Air conditioning as required. Here are our knobs for the temperature, and if we look down, we have blank screens because I turned the one that was on off. Again, this is kind of the, they call it clean and dark logic or whatever, very similar to Airbus's philosophy. Alright, now that our screens are back, we'll go to ECS, the environmental systems. See here the cabin temperature is 20, cockpit temperature also 20. So if we grab that knob, and let's turn the cockpit, let's turn it down, that should probably be around 17. We'll go look back down, we'll see our temperature change there as well. The map's a little cluttered, so while I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and clear that up. I don't like looking at that much stuff with VORs on. And that completes our power up checklist. Next will be the before start checklist. Electrical panel set. We have dark, our GPU is set, our batteries are on, bus ties are auto. That's all fine. Emergency lights armed. We did that earlier, the cockpit safety inspection. Fire detection check we did. Power plant panel set. So we have auto, alt, takeoff data. I'll leave that. Electric pump system 1 and 2 checked, and electric pump system 1 and 2 off. Assume that is for the hydraulics here. The only other one is for your fuel panels here. Could be wrong on that one, and I'm sure if I am, someone will point that out in the comments, and that's fine. Passenger signs panel set. Go ahead and turn those on even though we haven't done fueling. That'll be done during the FMS. Ice protection panel set. Go ahead and turn these on. Display control panel set. Turn up our overhead panel brightness here at the bottom left. We'll move down to the captain's side. I'm just going to drag all my panels. Panel illumination to the right. These are click and hold, drag. Air conditioning panel, I think we were, oh, sorry, air conditioning we did, display control we did, flight instruments set and cross-check. So for the flight instruments, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the map here, just to pull our pressure. And we'll zoom in, click on the airport details. 2978. Away. 2978. Put that one down. We'll also do our standby. Actually, our standby did follow. 2978 here. Our departure is going to be a runway 23 right today. We'll go ahead and set the heading at approximately 330. It'll get us in the ballpark for that. We have a heading bug set. Speed we'll do, let's do 230 on the speed. Go ahead and bug that. 30 on the speed. And I'll have to check our instrument departure procedure and see what its altitude restrictions is this time. So we are cleared for the Hoosier 5 departure here out of Indianapolis this afternoon. I guess this evening, this morning, depending on when you're watching this. If we look down toward the bottom here in our notes section, it's going to be a runway 23 right departure. Turbojets only DME, we have that. Climb on 230. 2.6 miles, blah, 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 maintain 5,000. So 5,000 is going to be our top altitude, and that's what we're going to set. And we'll also set our heading on 230. we do have our heading bug set for 230. Our altitude we will set for 5,000 feet, as you can see here. We have our altimeter set, heading set, speed set. We'll leave all that duplicates over here. Slide across here. Again, we have 230, 5, 29 or 78, and 230 that's set in altitude. Thrust levers, check idle. Skip RMU. I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't feel like referring back to it if it's the radio management unit or the radar unit. But anyway, we'll kind of roll with it. It's not that important for the sake of getting this thing up and flying. So next we go to FMS set, fuel quantity checked. We have doors and windows closed, takeoff briefing, fuel pumps on, red beacon on. All right, so I'm going to go quickly down through that, and then we're going to focus on the FMS. Fuel will be set through the FMS, so I won't do FMS and fuel. Doors and windows closed. We'll open that menu. Our doors are closed. That's fine. Takeoff briefing. We know we're going out to Hoosier 5 departure. We kind of ran over that really quick. 230 to a mileage, then a climbing left turn to 5,000. Fuel pump power on. Turn both the pumps on. Red beacon in your lamp, like most aircraft, will pop up. Red beacon on. Emergency parking brake as required. And that is set here. Before start, checklist complete. The next page on our checklist is the pre-flight. This is procedures, route waypoints, altitudes, etc. I'm going to make this go away, and I'm going to refer to it's page 55 in the aircraft manual that comes with this. We'll go to that. We'll input all of our data in, and I will show you how to execute it and get it all loaded onto your FMC. The first thing we're going to do is, you need to look at it there. Sorry about that. Thought I had a preset camera angle. Anyway, I'll tell you what, we'll do the pop out here. Navigate to performance 1. So we're going to do perf 1. We're going to enter our total fuel quantity, which for the flight today we have 11,345. Put that in fuel quantity. It's interesting. Let me take 11,345. Now when I did this on Simbrief, it actually said that the range exceeded the aircraft's range. So we're going to see here. Simbrief also had a payload of 9,800, takeoff weight of 4085. So let me see if I can bring this down. See if I can bring that up to 9,600. Okay. Well, as I said, Simbrief did say that this amount of fuel wouldn't fit in here. So I'm going to go ahead and ignore that. That's not the point of this. We're really going from golden dart to and an FMS setup. So let's say we've got our fuel total in here. Enter the passenger and aircraft cargo weight, as well as the mean aerodynamic board. I'm just going to go with these numbers because as I've shown thus far, the numbers I had calculated for this flight aren't going to work anyway for the airplane. It's not the airplane's fault, it's mine for taking a flight that it wouldn't go on. So we'll move on from there. navigate to Perf 2. Go to Perf 2. We'll enter our cruise speed, initial cruise altitude, final cruise altitude. For our cruise speed, let's do 0.77 Mach. We'll ignore that missing departure airport right now. Looks like our cruise altitude today was 340. I'm not going to put in the winds. This is on the first page, top right of your Simbrief if you're using that. Your wind direction and speed. If you're familiar with the Zebo, you get the wind direction and then slash speed, I believe, on its FMC. So I'll ignore those for the sake of this tutorial. Next, we'll navigate to the departure. We're going to go MCDU, index to departure. We're in departure. We are at KIND. We'll add that airport and select runway, which was degree right. Select SID. It's the 5. Select. Transition was EXV. I think that actually stood for, but that is what it was. Select. So now we have loaded our departure. You can see here SID stored was there. Next, navigate to arrival. We're going to go back to the MCDU index. Arrival. Enter arrival airport. Was Kilo India Alpha Hotel. Enter George Bush International. I don't believe you have to select the runway and everything here should it change while you're en route. But Simbrief had it predicted already at runway 15 left, which we will select. And we'll use these down arrows here. 15 left, select. Star was the Doobie 2. Yes, it was the Doobie 2. However, I am not sure what the S403 is. Okay, this I'm not exactly sure. Looks like my initials are either a Plan B, Sawmill, which is Sierra Whiskey Bravo, or Alexandria, which is Alpha Echo X-Ray, with a Doobie 2 RNAV arrival. So I'm just going to select one of these. Star element stored. Select approach. Well, we'll continue on. We have the 15 left selected. Yeah, perfect. So we've navigated to the arrival. We've made at least the runway selection. Now we can load our route or manually enter the waypoint. This part is optional, as the entry of a departure and arrival is all that's necessary for short regional routes. So we're going to verify our SID, SID, route, and entry points are correct. Go back here. We'll do our Indianapolis to Hoosier to Wedgie and EXV. That's correct. So we're going to add, There's route. There's no route loaded. We'll add route waypoints. So after PXV is NB, which is a fix. EENBE. Enter. And let's say that's going to be at our flight level 340. I don't know. I don't feel like looking back right now, actually. And we're going to save this. Our next one will be Humbo, Humbo. That's also a fix. We'll save this as well. And I'll continue putting a few more of these waypoints in, and then we'll see how they stitch together. We've entered in the final waypoint before we begin our arrival. And we want to go back now. We'll navigate to the init page. If we just take a look there, what I did was I clicked on Route Edit. So we had NB, Humbo, Rustler. These are what I just entered in. Navigate back to init. And select initialize. Init, initialize. FMS data initialize is what we get. Then return to the MCDU index. So we'll go back here. And then what we want to do is do progress. And execute. Now you can see we have loaded this on our HSI or MFD over here. So we now have our lines. Select flight plan. You can now step through. You can see there it has our bug speeds. Of course, the 270 is above 10,000 feet, 250 is below it, and then we have our Mach cruise speed. Once you reach the bottom, actually here you can go down. If you find yourself where you can't go to the next page, by pressing down, then select the next key, and that'll get you over there. Now we've loaded our flight plan in. It's up and running. Let's navigate to the autopilot now. This was our initial heading. This was our initial altitude, our target speed. So all of that's fine. I'm going to concern myself with that. That'll get us off the ground and going in the right direction. So if we go back to the progress again, we'll just see that that's there. None of this is really updating yet. So with that, our flight plan is now loaded. So I hope that's one part. If you're new to this aircraft specifically, this is one thing I had trouble adjusting to, is how the autopilot interfaces and how to get the flight plan loaded up into the FMC. If you follow these steps just as I've explained, you'll get there. There'll be no problem with it, and it'll work out fine. So now we're going to go ahead, push forward. I'll probably skip past all the taxi and everything, and we'll try try to get the aircraft up in the air. We'll show you how to get the FMS online and get the aircraft navigating through your simulated flight. I'll have to double check this. If you'll remember when I was inputting it through the FMS, the 11,345 pounds of fuel that I wanted on board didn't go in. I'll have to double check that. It might have just been an input error on my part, so I won't jump to any conclusions on that. But I did find just by opening the default one, I could drag that up. So we're within 4 pounds and I can go more. That's fine. So I'm going to match this to my Simbrief and then we'll continue the flight. We'll continue back with the engine startup procedure. Fuel pumps 1 and 2 will be on. So they're here and on. APU run. Now I did leave this off, so we're going to go ahead and start that. We're going to first click to on, and then there's going to be a yellow square right here. It flashes initially. Once it goes solid, then you're able to start the APU. With that, we'll go back up to the overhead. Start control for 5 seconds. Okay, you hear a kick there. And when our APU is 100%, we'll then go ahead and transfer. We'll get our bleed and our gens on. 100%. Go back to the overhead. Get our APU gen on. Get our APU bleed on. We'll disconnect the GPU, it's no longer needed. And we'll make it go away as well. Silence that caution. Now we're on APU.
Trim.
Adjusting the trim there. I need to double check where we're at here. Performance. Current trim's 4.9. It's supposed to be 5, so we'll bump that to 5. We'll go ahead and do our thrust setting. Takeoff 1. Get that done as well. We'll sometimes get an error for that. But you can see now the fuel total is now 11,341, so that accurately reflects what we input through the default. For whatever reason, any time where I've done this in the past, this is about my 4th or 5th flight now, this has taken and matched the default value. So in this one time, that wasn't the case, but we were able to adjust it through the default explain flight configuration. Alright, now we will go back to our overhead. Ignition will be to auto. Auto, that's correct. Hydraulic pumps off, which they are. Packs off. Engine bleeds 1 and 2 off. Actually, they are, wait. These are off. Sorry. So now we've got, we're getting ready to start. So I'm going to go ahead and call for better pushback and let them get us underway. And once they've unhooked us, we'll then begin our start procedure.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect. Windshield strap and adapter in position. Release parking brake when ready to start pushback. Starting pushback, and you may start engines. Disconnecting tow, stand by.
Alright, they are disconnecting right now. So we will go ahead and verify our APU bleed is on, which it is. Engine Engine 2, start for 5 seconds. Open the guard. 0, 1.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
My apologies for that. Number 2, stable, good start. Go back upstairs. Close the guard. Engine number 1, same procedure. Again, we'll look for the steady rise on N1, ITT. You can see here we've loaded the takeoff performance, and it's currently set N1 at 95. That's a good start on number 2. We'll close the guard. APU bleed off. APU to stop. APU bleed. That's normal. Get our packs on for the engine and our leads as well. U10. And then we will turn the APU off. Turn on our sterile light. Let everybody know we're about to do work here. Get our hydraulics on as well. Ground equipment removed. Let's see. Yep, they're all gone. Electrical panel set. Electrical no lights. We got normal autos and autos all on. APU as required, it is off. Electric hydraulic pumps to auto. Select the little up cycle. Windshield heating as required. Dark is good. Air conditioning and pneumatic panel set. That is all fine as well. Flap set. We're going to do 1 notch. Our handles down here. We're going to click our pop out here as well. The bottom right, we have flaps. Get the double lines as the transitions, and then we set at 9. And flaps are set. Flight controls checked. Window exterior. Go pull up, pull down, pull left, right, aileron left, and aileron left. Controls free and correct. Check and taxi light on. Taxi light is on. After start checklist complete. And as we're taxiing up here, we'll complete our before takeoff checklist. Takeoff minimum fuel quantity. We have 11,000 pounds. That is fine. Takeoff briefing. So we're doing the Hoosier 5 out of here. First stop altitude is going to be 5,000 feet. Ice protection as required. We do have clouds in the area, full moisture, etc. But our heat and anti-ice is on. Brake temperature checked. I'm actually not sure where to display that at this time. We'll kind of overlook that. ICAS is checked. We have no alerts. Get back to the line here. Transponder to TARA. Not yet. I'm holding the match to hold short. We'll verify our takeoff and configuration. Alright, so we have the parking brake set here, short runway 23 right. Alright, how about that? How about here? We have our thrust set, perf 2. That is for our landing. Go back. Go ahead and go to progress. Okay, I am now going to select FMS. As you can see here, that now gives us, that gives us boom at 38 miles. That's the sure VOR. That's good. That's what we want. We want to arm that. Make our FMC go away here. Now we're going to get on our lights. We don't need, well, meeting our crew, tell them we're ready. And we'll start our chrono here. So our trim is set. Our flaps are set. The lights are on. Getting kind of busy here on the departure. Fine center here. Stable. And we'll run it up here. Even if I increase it over 100%, my throttle right now is at 100%, but our takeoff fluctuation is at 95%. Positive rate, you're up. Going to go autopilot, altitude. We'll let the speed climb. Hit speed, so our altitude is yellow. You see over here on the panel. So that is armed, but it has the capture. We're bringing the power back. What it's doing is it's pitching for speed, and I just missed our turn there. I was a little late getting the nav on. 1,000 to go. Now it's captured the speed. Now that it's captured speed, I'm going to add a little more power. Start decreasing the power again. Because, yes, now we're gaining speed. We're level of 5,000. So we're going to get the autopilot on. Altitude is going to be yellow until captured. And and now you can see its speed. You can see now it's green. A lot of turbulence. This is going to be your roll mode or your LNAV. You can see here we have LNAV, ALT, autopilot, and we're following our navigation track through the FMS right now.
High
That's our overspeed.
speed.
We'll pull that back a little bit. Tell you what, I'm going to get some 11,000, 12,000 to get us out of here. So in order to do that, we're at 5,000 now. I'm going to roll the altitude. I'm going to go to, say 12,000. Then I'm going to click speed. Now I'm going to add power. It's going to pitch 230 since that's what we have selected. Line power is about 88% in one. I'll roll our mileage up here as well. So it's pitching to try and maintain the 230, and our climb rate is 5,000, and then rolling back slightly. And then we'll have to start decreasing the throttle and get to 12,000. But crossing 10,000, we'll be able to turn off the lights before the image starts 250 knots. We'll climb at 270. I'll bring you guys with me until that point. And then I think that should be sufficient for you to be able to program the FMS. We've gone to Golden Guard in the X-Crafts ERJ, and it works fine through all of the family, whether it's the Legacy or the 135, 145 XR. Let's cross 10,000. All the lights and belts on get through here. Alright, there's our altitude. We are above 10. So now I'm going to increase the speed to 70. I'm going to pitch down. I'll leave the throttle where it's at. I haven't touched the throttle. Now it's pitching down to 270. And when it captures, and I'm just going to go ahead throw us up to our 3,040. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll do 180 that way. Set my altitude there to standard.